In the shadow of a ghost town under the blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lie empty where lost spirits lie. The dust whistles secrets through streets that forgot time. A lone train moans softly past sins in its chime. Buried deep in the devil's deal, by the edge of the cursed lands, under a church long burning, all lost in his hand. No prayer left unspoken, no cross to appeal. All I got is this heartache and a bad deal sealed. There's a tale of a lover whose eyes mirrored night, betrayed under starlight, vanished out of sight. Her whispers like venom, her shadow in the sands. Now I roam with the restless, with blood on my hands. Buried deep in the devil's deal, where the silent deserts weep, haunting forgotten graves, where secrets creep. I followed her laughter into the storm's reel, found nothing but echoes and the devil's cold steel. In the heat of the desert, I faced my own ghost, confronted the darkness, the pain I fear most. Her spectral silhouette dances in the night's dusty veil, while I reckon with my demons on this forsaken trail. Now I'm buried in the devil's deal, revenge burns in my stare, accepting this cursed path with cold desert air. The church bells silent now in this ghostly ordeal, a gunslinger's last confession, the devil's final seal. Out by the edge where the red dust blows, under the shadow of a barn aglow, whiskey bottles lie scattered in the sand, echoes of a pistol in a trembling hand. The night air carries a train's lonesome cry, past forgotten graves where the restless lie. Beneath the burning barn, flames lick the cursed land, ashes of a love lost slipping through my hand. Ghost town hearts silent in their plight. Beneath the burning barn, I face my darkest night. She was a beauty with eyes so wild and free, in a chapel of dreams she promised herself to me. But whispers trailed over the scorched church floor, her heart betrayed with a stranger she tore. Now the desert knows the secrets we keep under the burning skies where angels weep. Beneath the burning barn, embers of deceit, old love turns to vengeance, bitter and bleak. Dust storms rage where we once danced so right. Beneath the burning barn, I face my darkest night. In the glow of the inferno, I see her face, haunted, hollow, a ghostly grace. A reckoning comes with the desert's moan. Under the crimson sky, I stand alone. The fire whispers her silent confession. In the ashes I find my absolution. Beneath the burning barn, where old ghosts reside, I'll lay down my burdens by the fireside. Revenge or redemption, the line wears thin. Beneath the burning barn, let the end begin. In the silence after the flames, I walk away. Nothing's the same.
In the shadow of a burned down church beneath the silver moon, whiskey breath and curse that lands under a lonesome coyote's tune. A dusty bottle rolls forgotten by old boots worn and frayed, where a ghost of vengeance whispers on winds of debts unpaid. No mercy in the outlaw heart, fire in his weary bones, riding through these silent deserts, past unmarked stones, where the train whistle moans a sorrow that only the lost can know. He walks a path of shadows where no righteous man dares go. A tale of love betrayed by blood in the cold light of dawn. Her memory a haunting ghost in the town at times withdrawn. He swore revenge on the man who turned his day to night, his heart locked up in darkness, far from mercy's light. No mercy in the outlaw heart, hardened by the winds. He rides through cursed landscapes where the trail of vengeance begins. Under the weight of sorrow, his pain a ceaseless roam, an outlaw bound by clanking chains, far from any home. At the crossroads he stands, gun heavy in his hand, face to face with his betrayer in this God-forsaken land. Ice cold as the desert night, the showdown silent tight, echoes of justice firing, cutting quickly through the fray. No mercy in the outlaw heart, and revenge finally his. The ghost town whispers settle as he's embraced by desert's kiss, riding off past burning sands into a crimson sky. An outlaw with a heart so broken not even time can try.
In a town where the whistling winds carry sin, under the ghost moon's pale watchful eye, lies a dusty road where shadows begin, and the truths you hear are oft a lie. Whiskey bottles clink in forgotten saloons, echoes of laughter buried in sand. Each step kicks up curses under the blood-red moons. In the silent desert, a gun in my hand. Shadows dance over gunpowder serenade, echoes of a bullet through the heart betrayed, where the lost souls wander and the brave ones fade, underneath the sky of a gunsmoke charade. Years ago her laughter filled the autumn air, in a church that now burns in eternal flame. Promises made in the heat of a desperate prayer, gone with the wind, just whispers of her name. Dust storms rise where our dreams used to lay, train whistles mourn like the cries of the damned. In the night the cold stars have much to say about a love lost and a life forever banned. Shadows dance over gunpowder serenade, revenge stirs the dust where our bed was made. Ghost towns hold secrets of the love that decayed, and the heart counts the cost of the games that were played. In the coldest hour the desert speaks of cursed lands and the vengeance it seeks. Face to face my fate with a gun echoes loud, what's done is done. The shadows whisper over gunpowder serenade, in the silence my soul's debts are paid. Across this cursed land I'll let my memories fade. With one last bullet my peace is made, in the echoes of my gunpowder serenade.
In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to shine, where the whiskey drowns the memories of a better vanished time. Ghost towns scatter across the cursed land, under skies so wide and grand. Each step stirs the dust of souls who fell by treacherous hands, dancing with the cursed land, boots sinking in the sand, haunted by the ghostly wail echoes of a lonesome spectral band, where the train whistles moan their melancholy sound. I'm just a shadow, and in this ghost town, dancing round and round. Winds whisper through the broken panes of the chapel burned and scarred. A love once pledged 'neath the holy cross, now smoldering and charred. Forgotten graves lie hidden beneath the tumbleweed's embrace. Echoes of a pistol's crack still linger in this forsaken place, dancing with the cursed land under moon's judgmental glance. Each twirl a tale of vengeance and of lost, forsaken chance. The train's sad song still echoes through valleys low and found. Bound by this land, in silence I stand and keep my vigil round. With every star that fades from night, I feel her near, whispering slight. The love we lost, the trust betrayed, a reckoning of the debts unpaid. Her voice a ghostly serenade amidst the ruins of promises we made. Facing the dawn with my resolve, in this dusty world I revolve. Land, a specter with no command, whirling with the dust storms, a gun still in my hand. Let the church bells toll for what was never found here in this silent desert. Forever bound.
In the town of Whiskey Gulch, beneath a blood-red sky, the wind whispers secrets and the vultures fly high. A lone church stands burning, its bell silent and spent, in the heart of a land where even angels fear to tread. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the stormy nights. Lost souls and shadowed dreams flicker in the light. A tale of a man scorned, betrayed by a love so wild, riding through cursed lands, a heart that's never reconciled. Once loved a girl as fierce as the desert storm. Her lies cut deeper than the thorns of a rose full worn. Left him with nothing but a bottle
and a faded photograph on a dusty trail for vengeance, a ghost in his own aftermath. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the moonlit plains. Whispers of the past, like the sound of distant trains, bound by a promise over a forgotten grave. Through silent deserts and the choices we break. He faced the man in black. Words unspoken in the shootout, no turning back. As the gun smoke cleared, truth came undone. Revenge or salvation, what has his anger won? Echoes from the revenge, a tale that never dies, riding towards the sunset beneath the vast unending skies. Forgiveness or a bullet, only the desert knows. Buried in the sands where the lonely wind blows. In the heart of a dust-torn ghost town, silence deep and wide, moon hung low like a gallows, lighting the devil's last ride. Whiskey bottles lay shattered, testament to the night before. Footsteps echoed on wooden planks from a long-forgotten store. Ride into the storm, no angel left to mourn. Hell's reins in his hands, over cursed and barren lands. Echoes of a train whistle, fading just like his pride. This is the tale, oh the tale of the devil's last ride. Once loved a maiden fair as dawn, with a heart so wild and free, betrayed by a kiss under the old church's shadow where no one could see. A pact made with darkness, for vengeance was his bride, left nothing but burning churches and those forgotten graves to confide. Ride into the black, with sin stacked upon his back, beneath the cruel and mocking sky, where even stars dare not lie. The sound of a train whistle, a ghostly haunting guide. This is the tale, oh the tale of the devil's last ride. By the love he traded for the power he now holds. Whispering winds told stories of a love so bold. In the silence of the desert, his heart finally told. Ride no more, his heart torn and sore. The devil lays down his ghost in the land he wronged the most. The cry of a lone whistle
of the devil's last ride.
Out where the horizon bleeds into the night, the wind whispers secrets in a ghost town tight. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of the forgotten dust. Storms dance with the memories of the rotten under moon's pale watch and a coyote's remote joke. Lies a silent grave wrapped deep in veils of smoke. Here stands a man with vengeance cold in his stare, echoes of a church bell dying in the arid air. This cursed land holds tales of a love that broke, silent grave, silent grave and smoke. Train whistle moans through haunted plains, over tracks soaked with old dark stains. He loved her while her betrayal cut deep, left him a shadow where lost spirits weep. Burned their church where they once vowed. Now he walks a path by revenge avowed. Here stands a cold in his stare, echoes of a church bell dying in the arid air. This cursed land holds tales of a love that broke, silent grave, silent grave and smoke. Smoke, forgiveness a burden he couldn't afford. His heart a tomb, each beat a discord. Here lies a man with sorrows old and grave, under stars that whisper to the brave. A life spent chasing what the dark winds wore. Silent grave, silent love, eternal smoke.
In the shadow of the hollowed out church bells, where the wind whispers secrets and curse swells, a ghost town sleeps under a blood-red moon, cradling stories buried deep where dark flowers bloom. Once rode a man with a heart full of firestone, chasing whispers of a lover through the desert alone.
Found her veiled by the burnout saloon's embrace, next to whiskey bottles and another man's face. Dance, dear outlaw, on the silent gray's chest, where the earth tells a heartache that won't let you rest. Turn with the ghost where the cold winds blow. With each step uncover the truth buried below. On that night, the cold iron sung its song. Two lovers lost in the right and the wrong, by the light of a lantern in the silver dust storm. He vowed to the heavens her memory to mourn. Silent gray walls, his many survival, till he lays down his burden by the churchyard side, where the whispers grow quiet and even outlaws die.
There's a shadow that hangs over the old Dawson's farm, where the timber creaks with whispers of harm. The sky paints crimson over fields that mourn, burning barn on the horizon where our sins were born. Oh, the smoke it climbs like ghosts in the breeze, rising higher with my old memory. Each flame is a secret, each ash is a token of a love burned down and words left unspoken. In the glow of the moon, I found her silver locket beside empty bottles where the dust storms rocket. Her laughter echoed from the church's burnt shell in a ghost town of heartache where we once fell. Burning barn and smoke, hiding yesterday's sin. Whiskey whispers about the trouble I'm in. The fire's in my soul, mixing pain with the potion, with each ember a tear and each cinder an ocean. Underneath the train's lonesome whistle there lays an untold feud. In the cursed lands by the forgotten graves I face my solitude. Now the truth's as clear as the crackling wood that in the night still burns. She was a spark and I the tinder. When will a man ever learn? So here's to the burning barn and smoke, that I revoke. Here's to the dark, dusty trails and the vows that we broke. I'll ride through the silent desert till my wrongs are made right, or till I'm just another shadow melting into the night.
Where the dusty crossroads meet, under the moon's silent decree, lies a town where shadows speak, and the wind whispers treachery. Old whiskey bottles laid by forgotten boots, echoes of laughter turned into mute. Whispers in the ghost town tell a tale of woe, of a lover's cross turned under where the cursed cacti grow. In the heart of sands, by a noose undone, lies a silent tale of a gun-out run. There's a church with a scorched out spire, where once rang out the gospel choir. The preacher man, they found him tied, burned his faith, left his Bible alive. In the pews, the lockets gleam, a picture fades, a lost love's dream. Whispers in the ghost town cry beneath the moon, past promises like dust storms vanished all too soon. Ghosts of guilt in the chapel's hum, whispering of what we've all become. Stood at the edge of the cursed lands, train whistle cuts through the silent sands. In the dust, the story laid so bare, revenge or forgive, do I even dare? Eyes meet the grave under starlit sheen, face the ghost of what should have been. Whispers in the ghost town, now I understand every tale of sorrow etched by a heavy hand. In the echo of the train's lonesome cry, I'll either live with truth or with lies die. In this haunted desert, I take my final vow to join or flee the whispers in the ghost town.
Under a blood-red sky in Dead Man's Hollow, where whispers tell of the cursed and swallowed, old whiskey bottles lay, souls departed in this ghost town, broken, black-hearted. Wind howls through the chapel's burned remains, singing hymns of sorrow, shackles and chains. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive, where every man's a specter and the sins of the past survive. In the dust we wrote our treaties, in blood we broke them all. No mercy in the ghost town, just the devil's call. I loved a girl with eyes like stormy weather. In this godforsaken town we dreamt together.
but love turned to ash in the blink of a gun. Her betrayal, a bullet that couldn't be outrun. By the old forgotten graves I swore her name. Vengeance the only keeper of my flame. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only shadows thrive. Every whisper in the wind, a reminder no one gets out alive. From the deceit we laid our fortunes, in betrayal we stand tall. No mercy in the ghost town, just the reaper's draw. At the train tracks and I face my foes, underneath the hanging tree the cold wind blows. A showdown at the break of dawn, just me and my regret. Gun smoke fills the silence of the depths we never met. There's no mercy in the ghost town, only echoes bleed. Every step I take is haunted by my heart's unyielding creed. In the dust I lay my memories, in the soil I'll bury my pain. No mercy in the ghost town, where even angels refrain. In the whispering sands I find my own. No mercy in the ghost town, forever alone.
Under the black sun, in the shadow dunes, old whiskey whispers from forgotten saloons. Dust devils dancing where the church used to stand, burned for wooden crosses, jut like bones from the sand. Black sun and smoke on this cursed plains ride, with every lost soul who's ever lied in the silence of the desert, where the dark secrets choke. Only shadows move under the black sun and smoke. Train whistle moaning across the barren tracks, echoes stir the ghosts of a town they call black. She loved a man whose heart was ill-spun, betrayed by a bullet from a lawless gun. Black sun and smoke, where the vultures circle slow. They watch over lovers turn to foes. In the silent desert, truth burns and provokes. Nothing's forgotten under the black sun and smoke. Stood by her grave when the sky turned to fire. The wind sang of vengeance, a mournful choir. Her whispers haunt me like the smoke they curl. In this ghostly world was my heart she'd unfurl. Black sun and smoke, now it's my tale that's told in the flickering light, where the night gets bold. I ride for her memory through lands God never spoke. Forever a shadow under the black sun and smoke.
secrets untold. In a land cursed by the sun's vengeful hold, lies a ghost town, shadows cling to decay. Each wooden plank a story faded and gray. Forgotten graves hum the old sinner's mass, while the devil's ashes stain the broken glass.
Underneath the blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay bone dry. Hear the lonesome train whistle cry. In the devil's ashes, good men die.
Once a love bloomed, wild, fierce, and free, under that old scorched Joshua tree. Betrayal's sharp knife, a silent vow broken, left nothing but vengeance, best served cold and unspoken. Her laughter haunts every deserted street. In the swirl of dust storms, our past I meet.
Underneath the blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay bone dry. Hear the lonesome train whistle cry. In the devil's ashes, good men die. Where burning churches once stood tall, now only ghostly confessions call. There by the old well, I confronted my fears. The echoes of bullets lost in the years. She stood there waiting, pale as the moon's glow, her eyes telling stories no one else could know. Underneath the blood-red sky, whiskey bottles now testify. The lonesome train has had its say. In the devil's ashes I'll stay. This land of curses, my final bed, where spirits whisper among the dead.
In the shadowy vale where the wild dogs wail, under moonlit skies the cursed land lies. Whiskey bottles lay by the graves unmarked, as the church down the lane burns cold and dark. Smoke rises high, blends with the cries. Ghost trains whistle past, oh how the dead don't die. This cursed land holds me with a thorny embrace. Lost souls wander, each with an unremembered face. Once knew love's soft touch in these desolate sands. Her laughter now dust, whisked away by cursed hands. Betrayed by a brother with greed in his eyes, left me for dead under black stormy sky. Smoke swirls like spirits in the twilight's red glow. Echoes of laughter from the life I used to know. This cursed land whispers with a vengeful voice, reclaim what was stolen.
their silence reigns. Stood face to face with my pain's remains. A showdown with shadows from my past so bleak. The truth hits hard, leaves the strong feeling weak. Now the smoke settles on this cursed plot. I've taken my revenge, gave it my last shot. This land keeps its secrets like a silent vow. In the cursed land of smoke, I'll make my final bow.
Shadows claim the day. The dust swirls like the devil's dance, where the lost souls stray. A gunslinger, eyes like midnight storms, walks the creaking wood. His boots echo tales of woe in a town that once stood proud. Oh, he dances the gunslinger waltz beneath the ghostly moon's gaze. His heart beats rhythm with the wind, past lives in a smoky haze. Each step a story of love gone cold, each turn a tale of scars. To the sound of a lonely train whistle under a sky devoid of stars. He once loved a girl as wild as the merry road. Her laughter, melody, now whispers in the brooding cold. Betrayed by a brother, blood turned to rust on sacred ground. Now he's chasing ghosts in the wind in a silence so profound. Oh, he dances the gunslinger waltz, fires burn in deceased towns, with whiskey as his faithful guide. He wears his thorny crown in the glare of burning churches. He seeks what fate unveils. On a cursed land, he stakes his claim as the night wind waves. Dusty bar by the edge of despair, he faced the traitor's eye. A showdown of haunted pasts under stormy twilight skies. Two shot fire in the silence, only one man stood. A brother fell at the feet of the man he
misunderstood. So he dances the gunslinger waltz, with revenge now in his veins. A waltz of dust and shadow, where only memory remains. Through silent deserts and forgotten graves, his tale forever casts. The gunslinger in a haunted waltz finds peace with his past at last. In the heart of dust, where the chapel lies burned, whiskey bottles lay like memories spurned. A lone train cries out through the vast cursed night, ghost of a town faded from sight. Echoes from the ashes, whispering sins, haunted by the shadows of might have beens. Love lost to a bullet, marked by a stone. In this silent desert I wander alone. There's blood on the wind, a tale of deceit, a lover's vow dying in the summer's heat. Candlelit vigils with no one to mourn, a heart once whole now eternally torn. Echoes from the ashes calling me home, to a bed of dust where the bitter winds moan. Kisses turn to whispers beneath the old tree, where we carved our names for eternity. In the pale moonlight I face my foe, mirrors of my past in the midnight glow. The truth cuts deeper than the sharpest blade, in the ruins of the promises we made. Echoes from the ashes, revenge burns bright, clearing the shadows, restoring the light. I lay down my burdens by the cooling stream, letting go of the echoes and chasing the dream.
'cause the stillness of the night, under the moon's cold watchful eye, lies a town with no name, shadows holding tight. Every star a secret, every breeze a sigh. Whiskey bottles clink in the grip of spectral hands. Echoes of laughter, ghosts at play. Dust storms swirl where the old church no longer stands. This cursed land where daylight dares not stay. Buried deep in the desert wind, where hearts are lost and sins are skinned. Whispers roam on a vengeful gust. In this silent desert, trust is just dust. She was love wrapped in a riddle, a fleeting song. Left me with a kiss, laced with deceit. Promised forever, but by dawn she was gone. Footprints leading nowhere, a story incomplete. By the tracks they laughed with a plan so crude. Her new lover and a bullet with my name. In the ghost of a town, solitude, solitude. A burning church, my heart aflame. Buried deep in the desert wind, where love's a ghost and hope has thinned. Echoes of a train, a distant rust. In this silent desert, love turns to dust. I saw her face, haunting the ruins, a spectral trace. Fired a shot into the howling dark, revenge, a bitter spark. Now I'm just a whisper in the desert wind, fate sealed by a love that's sin. This outlaw heart forever bound to a cursed silence in a ghost town found. So here I lay under starless skies, buried by the desert where my old love lies. Forgotten like the graves we never blessed. In the dust we find our final rest.
Out where the dust storms whisper old sins, through the ghost of a town with its skeleton grins. Lonesome whistle cuts the silence, a cry in the night. Under the moon's cold watch, I recite my plight. Blood on the devil's deal, dark as the coal. Whiskey burns like the secrets that I never told. A crossroad bargain with a curse on my trail, haunted by shadows on this forsaken vale. She was love's sweet blossom, wild and free, till her laughter turned to ashes stolen by the breeze. I traded my soul on a bad man's word for a tale of revenge through a barrel of hurt. Blood on the devil's deal, red on my hands. Tried to wash it clean with the rain from this cursed land. A bottle for my heart, a gun for my fears, drowning in the echoes of our lost frontier. Chapel where we once knelt, I found the truth beneath the lies that we felt. Her voice in the wind, my guide, my light, leading me to break these chains, reclaim the night. my story, my pain, and my plea. In the haunted silence, her ghost walks with me.
Each line crafted resonates with the harrowing experience of making a fateful choice, revealing a narrative filled with loss and the desperate quest for redemption, all set in a desolate, ghostly landscape.
Out where the wind whispers tales of betrayal, under the shadow of a blood-red moon, stands a lone figure by the tracks frail, humming a sad forsaken tune. Whiskey bottles lay buried in sand next to the ruins of a burnt-out church. This cursed land's tied to a ghostly hand on a heartbroken lover's endless search. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where lost souls wander and kneel, lies the story of a love that died beneath the stars of a silent desert sky. By the light of a dying fire's glow, he recalls her laughter mingled with sin. A dusty storm swept her away slow, leaving trails of a might have been. A whispered promise turned to scream in a ghost town where their dreams fell apart. Every dusk is a broken dreamer's dream in the graveyard of his once hopeful heart. In the ashes of the devil's deal, where silence whispers try to heal, echoes of a love that turned to cry under the haunting endless desert sky. Dust, he faced his fears, a revolver's truth at the devil's ear. Betrayal's cost was steep and clear in the echo of a distant train's jeer. In the ashes of the devil's deal, he found the strength to finally feel no more a shadow, he stands revealed as the dawn breaks over cursed fields. Now the desert holds its tale, a ballad song where the brave fail. In the cold light truths prevail, in the ashes he broke the spell.